and it was like, I don't need to go any further. I told you I fell in love. When you you ever hear that expression, you fall in love, everything is blind, you don't see anything else?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I'm in love and I'm blinded by the love. So it was like, I don't need to go any further.
Okay, today we've been friends for long, and we've not had this chit chat with you, but we do it with others. So we decided to today pay you a visit, and you share these stories with us because we've been reading, following on Facebook. We see if you got admitted, you were updated consistently. So we got to know, okay, Aqueelah is having a lot of experiences to share with the rest of the world. So we paid you a visit. This is brothers from Ghana, and people that they are new to us, maybe they don't know us. We trying to connect the African diaspora to the motherland, Ghana and Africa. So whoever is a diaspora watching us, if you would like us to have you on our channel, you can just check our videos. Our details are there. You can link up to us, and then we can have you, like just as we are with Miss Aqueelah here, to share her experiences with us so far that she's been here in Ghana. So, Miss Aqueelah, today you have brothers from Ghana in your house, and we'd love to hear your experiences because we've been following you on Facebook. You know you have a lot to talk about now. So you just tell us about yourself so that our viewers would like to know who you are and everything about you before we kickstart.
Okay.
The detail of the chit chat.
Okay. Well, was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. I'm a Midwestern girl who decided after 50 years of living in Detroit to move to Atlanta, Georgia. So I moved to Atlanta. I've been living in Atlanta, Georgia now for 20 years. So I retired from Detroit in 1999, and in 2001 I moved to Atlanta, and then I retired again, second time, in 2012. And I have always had a passion to come to Africa. This is like a dream, a 50-year plus delay, and to West Africa in particular. So in 2012, after I retired, I decided I wanted to start traveling, and that's what I did. So my first trip to the continent of Africa was it was in 2017. I traveled to South Africa. Okay. That was my first trip. So I've been now to several different countries here in Africa. But when I arrived to Ghana in 2018, I fell in love. I didn't think.
Wow, interesting.
I fell in love with a country. And it was so funny because everyone seemed to think, oh, you must have found some man over there. You know, it was like, oh, you're going there because who's the guy? Who's the guy? It's like, it's the country. I'm in love. And I think once I posted on my Facebook page, it's like, I'm in love, and everybody's like, because they know I'm single, it's like, oh, it's Ghana.
Wow.
And so in 2018, I arrived. I spent a month here, just about, in Ghana. And what was amazing was how the whole trip turned out, because it was almost like in divine order that I came here. First of all, how I met someone in another country that was from Ghana.
Okay.
And we became like mother and daughter. So I was telling her I was thinking about moving to Ghana. And she said, well, I live in Ghana. We were in Istanbul, Turkey.
Okay.
And so I said, well, I'm thinking about leasing my house out. She said, well, I'm coming to Atlanta. I said, well, I live in Atlanta. So it was like we just had all these connections, and it was like, is this a coincidence? All of this is happening. So we became very close. And so my first move here in October, I spent with her in Kumasi. So I had the opportunity, because in 2018, on my first visit, I didn't go to other regions of Ghana. I primarily stayed in the Accra area. So all I saw was Accra.
Okay.
So coming back on my return in 2020, I was able to experience Kumasi. So I stayed for months in Kumasi, and that was a totally different experience from what I had experienced in Accra. It's totally, different. And so in the meantime, I meet someone else. Like, everything that has happened to me is almost like it has been like divinely planned.
Yeah.
And it's all has
I'm
been 70
good.
years old.
Wow.
So I've been around the block a few times, as we say back home. So the thing I want people to realize, because I often hear, is like, oh, if I was younger, I would travel, come to Ghana. There are several people that I met that are in my age range. I had a friend who just recently moved here, she's 74.
Okay.
So don't let age discourage you, especially, I guess, there's a certain personality that I guess people will do what they want to do until they're physically unable to do them. And I'm one of those. I will continue doing whatever it is that I choose to do as long as I'm physically able. And I think that's the frustration I got with this accident. It's like, oh, you put a damper on my on my action. I like to do things, and this kind of put a damper on it. Yeah. And to come here, and I think not coming here, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you truly want to come, and I think Ghana is one of the greatest places to start. If you want to come to see Africa, and especially West Africa, number one, because of the language. That was one of the reasons I came, English-speaking country. So for me, cultural adjustment was enough. I didn't want to go through the language barrier.
Okay.
That was one of my deciding factors to come. Because it's like, okay, there's enough you're going to have to deal with adjusting to. You don't want to have to deal with a language. So I strongly encourage, strongly, if you want to come and see for yourself. Don't listen to what other people say. Don't listen to some of the negativity that you hear. No, I haven't been kidnapped. Some people keep thinking, I'm going to be kidnapped. Be careful. Well, they either take a look at me and figure out, they don't want me. But, no, you don't have to worry about being kidnapped no more than you would anywhere else in the world. Yeah. So that's what I realized. I'm realizing you have to come see for yourself. To see the realities. Not listen to what people say. See it for yourself. Would inspire me to travel. Yeah. I'm one that I always think I learn something here every day. Being in Ghana, every day, every single day, literally, I learn something new. And I'm very open to learning. I don't think you ever stop learning. Yeah. And that's what traveling does for me. I learn something. I have a great appreciation for the difference in culture. Culture, to me, is not threatening. I embrace it. I embrace differences. What can I learn from it? And that, even at my age, I think I'm still learning. I didn't come to Ghana to change Ghana.
Okay.
I came to Ghana to learn and embrace and live. Some of it I will take in and embrace it. And my friends, some of them laugh at me because of the food. I don't eat all the dishes here. But it's all right because, you know, that's not the only thing about Ghana that I love. The people are unbelievable. The people are really unbelievable. And coming from my culture, you're always like kind of apprehensive about people being ultra friendly. It's like a flag goes up. It's like, oh, what do they want? You know, that's the culture in which you are brought up in there. You know, you become suspicious, especially in the inner, like where I lived, like in big cities, because there's always someone to take advantage of you there.
Okay.
So you have that consciousness about, okay, they're trying to take, what do they want? And then and then the other thing I love about is the respect they have for elders. The respect they have, you know, sometimes, you know, it's like, oh, I really feel they're old. Grandma, when they call me grandma, my granddaughter don't even call me grandma. So, but I embrace it. You know, it's just out of respect, and I understand that. So that, you know, so yeah, I think don't let age be a discouraging factor for you to come, and keep your mind open. Yeah, expectations. I think what will really kind of solidify everything is next year when I plan to return to the States to settle my home and everything in the state, and then return here to purchase a home. And I think once I kind of really settle in with that final home, then I think that's going to do it for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what's going to do it for me.
Okay, so it means you are planning to go back to the States and then sell your house,
Yes.
and then come back to Ghana.
Yes, and buy a home here.
Wow.
From the conversation, you said you met, the reason why you wanted to come to Africa was you're a Nigerian.
That was over 50 years ago.
That was over 50 years ago.
Yes.
So why Ghana? Like
Why Ghana?
Yeah, why
and not Nigeria?
Nigeria. Okay.
Well, I guess because number one, I came to Ghana first.
Okay.
And it was like, I don't need to go any further. I told you I fell in love. When you you ever hear that expression, you fall in love, everything is blind, you don't see anything else?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I'm in love and I'm blinded by the love. So it was like, I don't need to go any further. Now, do I plan to travel? And I think I like the fact that Ghana is kind of centrally located. So even going to different countries. Ghanaian meal, let me explain.
Okay.
I tried, when I was with my daughter in Kumasi,
Okay.
I tried to make jollof rice, but I guess it wasn't to her liking.
Ghana jollof.
Ghana jollof. I love jollof.
Wow.
Yeah, I do. And I've made it. It was okay for me, but maybe to a Ghanaian, you know, and I know that thing between Nigerians and Ghanaians with
Yeah.
this Nigerian,
Jollof
with this
and
jollof,
Ghana jollof,
yeah,
yeah.
Nigerian jollof versus, you know,
Ghana jollof.
Ghanaian, yeah, jollof. But I think if there's not a lot of meals that I eat, because I didn't mention, I was a vegan before coming to Ghana.
Okay.
And it was such a challenge when I arrived here to find things that, I mean, you can eat vegetables, but I bore easily with food. So that's why I eat a lot of different continental cuisines from around the world, and I can pretty much cook them myself.
Okay.
So if I have to make a Ghanaian meal, I probably could. I wouldn't suggest any Ghanaian man date me for a meal.
Yeah, you have a point.
Yeah, you may want to take me out. You may want to go out to eat, you know. But anything else, I can cook. I can prepare. So I was telling someone I always had an issue with eating anything that I could see animal in its natural form. Like, I just got to the point where I could eat fish with the head on. I don't want anything looking at me when I eat it.
Oh, okay. So you learned that here in Ghana.
And so my daughter, she said, "Oh, mommy, you don't eat the head, you don't eat the brain, you don't eat the..." It's like, I have enough brains. You take the brains. I don't eat fish brains. You know, "Oh, mommy, that's the best part." It's like, I take your word for it, but I'm not eating it. "Oh, you waste," you know. So, yeah, that's my biggest struggle, because, I mean, for years, I wouldn't eat a chicken with, like, the leg part of a chicken, because it looked like a chicken.
Okay.
So, so that's why I put that thing about, well, what did they do with the top part of the chicken here in Ghana? Because all I've ever been served,
Yeah, I read that.
I saw it on
is
Facebook.
the leg of the chicken. And see, because I wouldn't eat chicken wings either. You know, it took me a while. I don't want anything to look like an animal. It's hard for me to eat it.
Okay.
I don't want to see it in its form. That's why I said I would go back to that. Who killed the chicken? No one killed chickens in the house. So the food was always prepared, so I didn't see it in its form. And so, yeah, the food here, it's been a challenge. That was one of my biggest challenges, because certain things I don't eat, you know, and the spiciness of the food. Yeah, it's really spicy. And I went through that with at the hospital, the meals, traditional meals. And I kept telling the dietitian, you know, at the hospital, it's like, she said, "Well, you're not eating the food. It's like, it's too spicy. It's just, I can't digest it. You know, it gives me indigestion." So that's, you know, one of my biggest challenges here. So, but there are some good things. I mean, I love the yams, but you know, I'll eat a boiled yam, fried yam, something like that.
Yeah.
The fufu, not so much, because it's too heavy.
Okay.
It's like I tried it. I took one little thing and it was like, whoo, boom, and it was, I was full. It's like I couldn't get another bite in. It was too heavy, you know. So just things like that, you know. So it takes some adjustment, you know. But I'm doing okay though. I'm okay. Like I said, just don't come to me looking for it. I'll go to the restaurant and order food for you.
Okay.
You know, if you want
Okay.
traditional food. I would like to get involved with something where I could help with the improvement of the environment here.
Okay.
The trash is a big issue for me.
Okay.
I call the black bags that fly around, I call them blackbirds.
Okay.
You know, every time you see a black bag stuck on a wire, on a tree, you know. It's heartbreaking when I see that, because it's a beautiful country. You have this beautiful ocean front, you know. And I was just in Pram Pram, and sitting along the beach, I saw shoes, bottles, and tears rolled down my eyes, because I don't like to see that. You know, it's very painful. So I think I spoke with someone about getting involved in some kind of environmental project, but not as a job.
Okay.
It's something that I can do to help improve. I love photography.
Okay.
I would hope. I'm thinking. I've been taking photographs with my travels with my iPhone, which the pictures aren't bad, but like I want a good camera. That's what I want to purchase. I would like to purchase a camera. My kids think I'm crazy. I said I want a drone. It's like, "Ma, a drone." It's like, yeah, I want a drone. And so I would like to continue my travels, photograph. My ultimate goal is to do a book with my photographs.
Do you have any message for the diaspora? Those that they want to come.
I suggest do it once, if never again. Just do it once. Come here, just once, and see what your experience is. would, you know, what your experience would be like. Just come here once to experience it.
Okay. Well, I think I've exhausted everything I would like to know. But then, in the comment section, we know our viewers out there. If they have anything they would also like to ask, they will put it on the comment section for us to later on when we get the chance to talk to you again. Then we will channel it to you. Yeah. And thank you so much for your time, and we've actually learned a lot. On that note, we end here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys.